And a very good welcome to you this evening for a AAC matchup between the Bluefield College Rams and Milligan Buffs. Thanks for joining us here on the Turbo Sports and Bluefield College Athletics Network. It's been a beautiful day here in Bluefield, and we're ready for another first serve at the Dome Gymnasium between Bluefield and Milligan. Milligan coming in with a record of 7-8 with a 1-1 overall record in the AAC. And the Rams coming in with an 0-2 record in the conference and 1-7 overall. Joined beside me is student assistant coach Matt Epperson. Matt, tell us a little bit about what Bluefield has done so far this season and really most recently in the conference play.
Well, really, this is our first year in this new conference, so it's been kind of a measuring stick these last few games to really see how we compare in the new conference. We picked up a lot of freshmen this year, so we're a really young team, and we're just getting a lot of experience in the court. We have the ability to beat any team in this conference, really, and it's just up to us whether we play at our level or we sink down.
Well, no, we talk about it. Look at seeing the other games that have happened so far here in the conference for Bluefield. Both have been losses, 1-3, 1-3 versus Columbia and St. Andrews coming into this game, and both of them were really, for the most part, we were in both of those contests, but just came down to unforced errors and different things such as that.
Absolutely.
First serve will be Milligan. They will be wearing the gray and black here on the near side to start, and Bluefield in their custom blue uniforms. Jasmine Morrow with the kill. Nice block from Milligan. Bluefield still with it. Looks like she went into the net, I believe.
Yeah, that's going to be a point for Bluefield on net 35, I believe.
Number 12, Hannah Winter back to serve for Bluefield. Good block there from the Buffaloes, as Bluefield was unable to get there in time, and they make it 1-1. Short serve from Milligan. Kill attempt from Bluefield is blocked and went out of bounds for a Bluefield point, as the block was just a little too much, went out of bounds on the far side.
It's going to be a kill for Jasmine Morrow.
Milligan coming in, like we said before, 7-8 overall on the season. Bluefield gets another point to go up 3-1 here early on. Bluefield getting their lone win up at West Virginia Tech, where they won in straight sets 3-0 4 games ago. They're currently on a 4-game losing streak, so today will be a good contest for them to try to get back on track.
Looks like that one just went right through the block and found an open spot on the court.
The freshman from Cleveland, Tennessee, Marissa Langford with the kill for the Buffs. Makes it 3-2. Milligan back to serve. There's another huge kill for Morrow, and it goes 4-2. Morrow's definitely the player to watch for Bluefield with 111 kills, and honestly, Matt, by leaps and bounds, really.
Absolutely. She's definitely a commanding player on the court. She can put the ball anywhere from anywhere on the court.
Now, what does that do for opponents? I mean, how do you scout that in regards to, I mean, do they bring 2 blockers, or, I mean, what do they do to try to defer that? I mean, if you got a team with 2, 3 players that can kill like she would, that may be one thing, but with her kind of being the target player, do teams try to do something different to deter that?
Yeah, it's actually a big bonus, and it kind of helps us out a little bit because a lot of teams will obviously realize that she's a dominant hitter and start to shift their defense around her. When she's in the front row, we can see the block starting to move more towards her, and then we can start setting our other hitters that basically have no block on them now. So she actually does a great job, even when she's not hitting, of just pulling the entire block, really.
Yeah. 5-3 in favor of Bluefield right now. Nice dig there from 12. Just a nice little hit over from Morrow there. This one's tipped over, kept alive from Bluefield. They'll look to bring it over. Nice little poke over the top. Buffs with it. Nice block there from Bluefield, still with it, and that one's just set out of bounds as Katie Shaver tried to set up her fellow teammate, and it was just a little too much heat behind it as it goes out of bounds, and a Milligan point makes it 5-4.
Looks like just a little bit of miscommunication between the setter and the hitter there.
Miscommunication results in a point for Milligan as that one was inherently pushed out of bounds. On the other hand, Milligan has several hitters with, and actually 4 different players with over 100 kills this season already.
Yeah, Milligan is definitely an older team. They have a lot of older players on the court with more experience, and that kind of stuff is going to happen when you've had girls that have been playing together for more than, honestly, just a month and a half, really.
Yeah. But then when you look at the records and the games played, that plays a huge difference in those stats. You know, Bluefield comes in with only 8 games played. Milligan comes in double that, 15.
Yep. That alone just gives them so much more court time and just really bonding to be able to find out how each other plays and how they work together.
6-6, all square. Jim Butsky, comes in with a record of 1-7 with his team, and in his second season here at Bluefield. On the other side, a veteran coach, Geneva Bays, in her 7th season. Nice smash there for Milligan. Just found the corner.
Yep.
Right on the line, stays in for a 7-6 lead now. And that's right there. That's a perfect example of giving points away, I think. I mean,
yes.
That's a clean hit over the net and goes straight into the net. And those are points that, you know, I'm sure Butsky wants back when he looks at video.
Yep. For a lot of these freshman girls like Ellen Johnson, who actually just hit, she's a freshman as well. They're not used to seeing this high level of play, bigger blocks, faster players. In the high school around Virginia or North and South Carolina, like a lot of these other girls are from, it's just not the same level of play. So there's a little bit of a culture shock when they come into the college level, especially as a freshman.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of a mental game.
Kiki Murphy with the serve for Bluefield. The Chill Howley product. That one's out of bounds off the block, and it makes it 8-8. First game here at the Dome between Bluefield and Milligan. Thanks for joining us on the Rams Digital Network for a AAC contest. This is a stretch of, what, 5 home games, I believe?
Yep, all conference.
Started with Columbia and St. Andrews. Tonight we have Milligan, and then this weekend Union and Tennessee Wesleyan.
Looks like that's going to be a double contact on the setter, Kiki Murphy.
Again, these are points that are just kind of killing them in the foot, you know?
Yep.
Jessica Davenport back to serve for Milligan. Short serve just inside the net, and a huge kill for Samantha Brunius, the sophomore from Tinley Park, Illinois.
Serve is just a little too long, and Bluefield scores the point.
11-9 as that one sailed out of bounds. Ellen Johnson now back to serve. This one hit in and just creeps over the net. As Morrow is there, as well as Austin, but it went into the net and just kind of slipped over. 12-9 in favor of Milligan. Here's the serve. Out to Morrow, play a little bit behind her. She had to be a little bit creative on that hit. Nothing set up there for Milligan. Now back over to Bluefield.
Great coverage there by Hannah Amos.
A little bit of work there, and the block couldn't stay in bounds. No, it took a little while for both teams to really rally there.
Oh, yeah. Regardless of our record, most of our games have been these close games. No team has really came in and trailed more than a couple of points at one time. It's always been this back and forth. So we're definitely competing in this conference.
Butsky will take a timeout on the floor. Again, remind you about the schedule coming up. They will host Union on the 26th, which I believe is on Friday. That's against the Bulldogs from Barberville, Kentucky at 5 p.m. Followed up by Tennessee Wesleyan. That's on homecoming weekend. And that's check the schedule. Make sure you have this written down properly. It is 10 a.m. That is before the football game here in Bluefield. It's a combination of a bunch of things going on campus. The Ellswick 5K race, the women's volleyball game, and also the Rams football game against Cumberland of Tennessee. That is a tip-off, or excuse me, first serve at 10 a.m. And if you're coming to campus, don't forget you can hit a bunch of different sporting events if you feel ready to do that on Saturday morning. Then they'll hit the road to play 3 conference games between Montreat, Reinhardt, and Bryan, and then be home for a few against non-conference teams. And then middle portion of the October schedule are all followed up with some more AAC contests, and then they'll finish out the season a majority of non-conference games in November. Back to action here, 14-9 in favor of Milligan. This one's a huge blast from Morrow. It was saved. What a dig from Milligan there.
Milligan is definitely a very scrappy team. They keep the ball and play well. Anything you hit at them, most of the time they're going to dig back up. Got to find places where they're not. Got to play smart against this team.
Well, Milligan wasn't going to go away on that one.
Oh, no.
And Morrow was able to quickly transition with a kill to make it 15-10.
The libero Hannah Winter back to serve. And that one's going to miss the back line by just a little bit.
I think they need to check the score. I believe it's 15 or 16-10, but maybe I was doing something wrong on our scoring. 9-16, apparently what the scoreboard says. We'll go with that for right now.
That's a great up by Lexi Austin.
And that's good hustle there from the Bluefield Rams, resulting in a kill pushed out of bounds, and it makes it 16-10.
Shaver in for Austin. Shaver back to serve.
Katie Shaver back to serve for the Rams. Good double block there from the Rams.
Just doesn't penetrate enough and the ball falls straight down.
Yep. And what's the key there? Trying to get as close to the net as possible, bringing your hands at an angle down?
A big thing is timing, really. You have to be able to time the hitter's hands with different people being able to jump different heights, left and right-handed. It's really a lot to think about in the few seconds you have to block.
17-11 in favor of Milligan. Nobody blocking there for Milligan. Morrow with an opportunity. Milligan, though, keeps it in play. Morrow again. Couldn't get much height on it. It was play a little bit behind her. Nice tip there for Milligan.
They keep it alive.
Rams keeping it alive. Morrow. Again, set not perfectly, so she had to just kind of tap it over. Here's a huge kill for Milligan, and it's placed out of bounds. She got the height, she got the power, but timed a little bit off, and it hit the netting and kind of just slid out of bounds.
Morrow back to serve.
Morrow has a great top spin jump serve. It's one of the more aggressive serves on the team. Gets us a lot of aces, especially when we need them.
Morrow is serving there. Just an opportunity now for Bluefield to get back in it.
Absolutely. Volleyball is a momentum game.
Tough serve there from Morrow.
Point round.
Ball carried the hitter way outside, forced to shoot it across the net, and it was out.
Morrow still with it, the Woodbridge, Virginia native. Another serve, well hit in. Can Bluefield keep it alive? They do. Now Milligan with 3 hits, back over to Bluefield. Kill from the back line. Morrow keeps it alive. Now Milligan. They keep it alive. Can they keep it in? And they can't. Morrow
That's a
made
great
good
effort, though.
Morrow made the first good attempt, but it was just Winter. Nobody really, the second player wasn't too close to be able to keep it alive as Winter went diving for it. Is Winter considered the libero?
We actually have a lot of great defensive players that really could sub in for each position. Really, there really is no true libero that really just owns the court, which is a great thing to have on a team. It keeps the competition alive in the gym. No one is complacent knowing, oh, I have the spot. And that's a great thing to have, especially for these future seasons as we get more and more good talent coming into the program.
Well, as Bluefield gets 3 points, Milligan comes back with 2 of their own, and it extends their lead now to 5, 19-14. Butsky takes another timeout here on the court.
Make sure to visit the concession stand to get your RAM snacks for all your daily vitamin needs. Go get your RAM snacks. RAM Snack on.
(19-14) back to action here in the Dome, Bluefield, Virginia. Milligan trying to keep it alive, out of bounds. They do. 3-set action. Coming across, and it's a point for Milligan, I believe. (20-14). Buffalo's on top. Trying to go for the short serve, and it goes well short, and it's a point for the Rams. Back to 15-20, as the Rams will wait to see who serves. There's a sub made as Ashley Van Dyke will go back under her own basket and will serve it. 20-15, hard one hit all the way to the back line. Can they keep it in bounds? They do. Just quickly over. Morrow digs it out. And the kill's down. Buffaloes keep it alive again. Set it up. Bluefield still with it. Buffalo just trying to keep things alive. They seem to be continuing to just kind of settle back in and take it from Bluefield here. They do, and it's a good, powerful hit. They can't keep it in play.
ATI with the kill.
Milligan definitely does a great job of wearing out their opponent just in the continuous rallies that they force them to have.
20-16, Rams trail by 4. Back to serve, still is Van Dyke. And a huge kill for Milligan there. And it all starts with the serve, doesn't it?
Yep, if you can have a good serve, the key is to get the opponent out of what we call out of system.
Yep.
which is just having them kind of frantic in the mind. I mean, if it's a perfect pass, then they're going to have a perfect kill. And if you can get them out of system and make it to where they're not able to set every hitter, that's going to open up so many doors defensively.
Shaver with the carry. (16-22). A little miscommunication there. They still get it over there. Morrow just kind of punches it. And that, again, kind of got Bluefield out of their system there. They couldn't get their blockers there in time, and it came in a little late.
Yep. (23-16). Milligan 2 points away from taking the first set here. Cheeky little move there from Bluefield. Trying to keep it in play, and it's going to be a point for Milligan. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, major net contact there.
Murphy in for Shirelli.
Should be 17-23, I believe, right?
Should be.
Murphy back to serve.
That's 24. Sorry, we're trying to tell the we're trying to get the coaches to know that the score was wrong. But nobody really noticed it except for the broadcaster, so I apologize. We were still on air when we were trying to get the coaches to understand, but I don't know if they'll get that cleaned up in time. We'll keep it on the air here in the first set. Well, they're going to keep it. I don't know if they decided to talk to the refs or not, but regardless, they've moved on to the next set, and it's back to 0-0. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back with set number 2 here at the Dome as Milligan takes the first set 25-17. Thanks for joining us here on the Rams Digital Network, live coverage of Bluefield College Volleyball.
So after a tough-fought first set, Milligan takes the first set, and Bluefield College is back to serve for the second set. And a serve out of bounds by Hannah Winter leaves the point for Milligan. It's a miscommunication on the pass leads to a Milligan point. A good hit by Bluefield leads to the point. Taylor Inge back to serve for Bluefield. And a point for Milligan off the block of Bluefield defenders. Point for Milligan off of a hard hit. Ace from Milligan off of the Bluefield dig. Point, Bluefield College, as Lexi McCarskey tips it just outside the block.
Shaver back to serve.
Katie Shaver back to serve for the Rams. And a point for Milligan off of a little dump. Point Milligan as the ball hits the antenna. Point Milligan off the block of Bluefield defenders. Point for the Bluefield Rams as the ball does not get over the net. Big block from Michaela Hurst gives Bluefield College the point.
Morrow back to serve.
Point, Bluefield College, as the tough rally finally ends. Point, Milligan, as the ball gets stuffed into the block. Point, Bluefield College, well-placed shot by Shirilli. Van Dyke back to serve for the Rams.
Van Dyke back to serve.
Point, Milligan, is a strong hit around the block. Point, Milligan, as the ball just cannot get over the net for the Rams. Point, Milligan, as the hit by ATI goes out of bounds. Big hit from the middle gives Milligan the point. Timeout, Bluefield College. Point, Milligan. Point, Bluefield College, as the serve goes out of bounds.
Point, Bluefield. Murphy back to serve.
Kiki Murphy back to serve for the Rams. Big kill from the outside as the ball goes through the block of two Bluefield defenders. Point, Bluefield College, as the ball does not get over the net for Milligan.
Johnson back to serve.
Ellen Johnson back to serve for Bluefield. And a big kill from the outside gives Milligan the point. And an ace from Milligan College as Bluefield can't recover.
Alley in ball.
Big tip from the middle gives Bluefield College the point. Taylor Inge back to serve for Bluefield.
Taylor Inge back to serve.
Kill from Milligan off the block of Bluefield defenders. Big kill from Jasmine Morrow. Flores back to serve for Bluefield. And another kill from the outside. Milligan's point. Point for Milligan College as Bluefield setter had a double hit. The attempt by Michaela Hirsch goes out of bounds for Bluefield as Milligan gets the point. Hurst again cannot get the ball inside the court. Point for Milligan. Timeout, Bluefield College. Scores 21 for Milligan. Bluefield College has 10. The attempt by Shirilli goes out of bounds, giving Milligan the point. Point, Bluefield College, as the ball goes out of bounds. Morrow back to serve for the Rams. Tip by Ellen Johnson gives Bluefield College the point. A tip by Milligan gives them the point. Point for Milligan off of a hard-fought rally by Bluefield. Gives Milligan the point and the win. At the beginning of the third set, Milligan holds a 2-0 lead over the Rams. Milligan back to serve first. Serve into the net gives Bluefield College the first point.
First serve on the dive. Austin back to serve.
Lexi Austin back to serve for the Rams,
Winter back to serve.
being subbed out by Hannah Winter. Point Milligan as Jasmine Morrow's attempt goes into the net. Point Bluefield College as Milligan was in the net.
Wyndham in for Alley. Wyndham back to serve.
Tip ball by Milligan goes in between the block for the point. The attempt by Jasmine Morrow goes out of bounds. Point Milligan. Big block from Milligan gives them the point. Point for Milligan College as Bluefield is called for a carry. Big kill from Jasmine Morrow on the outside. The serve from Morrow goes out of bounds. Point for Milligan College. Point for Milligan College as the attempt from Morrow goes out of bounds. Point for Milligan as the point ball goes off of the block of Bluefield. Point for Bluefield College as the block does not touch the ball. Milligan touches the ball 4 times. Van Dyke back to serve for the Rams. Point, Bluefield College as the attempt goes into the net. Point, Milligan College as the ball goes off of a Bluefield College defender. Point, Milligan College as the ball goes off of the Bluefield defender. Point for Bluefield College as the ball goes past the block and past the defenders.
Grice back to serve.
Grice back to serve for the Rams. Point for Milligan College as the ball lands on Bluefield College's side of the court. Timeout, Bluefield College.
Timeout, Bluefield.
Scores Milligan College 11, Bluefield College 6. Point for Milligan College as the outside hit goes around the block. And the serve goes into the net, giving Bluefield College the point.
Point Bluefield. McCarskey back to serve.
Lexi McCarskey back to serve for the Lady Rams. And some miscommunication by the Rams gives Milligan the point. An overpass leads to a tip by Milligan. Point for Bluefield College as the ball goes out of bounds.
First thing for Van Dyke. Winter back to serve.
Winter back to serve for the Rams. Ace by Winter gives Bluefield the point.
Hannah Winter with the ace.
Tip by Milligan gives them the point. The attempt by Ali goes out of bounds. Point Milligan College. Point for Milligan College as there's a setting error on Bluefield. Overpass from Bluefield leads to a tip from Milligan. Timeout, Bluefield College. Current score is Milligan 18, Bluefield 9. Point Milligan College as the outside hit goes off of a Bluefield block. Point Milligan College as the Bluefield College defender carries the ball.
Smith in from all.
Big kill from Ali on the outside. Gives Bluefield College the point. Whittem back to serve for the Rams. The attempt by Smith goes out of bounds. Point Milligan College.
Point Bluefield.
Point for Bluefield College off of a setting error by Milligan.
Smith back to serve.
Smith back to serve for the Rams. Big block from Hurst in the middle. Gives Bluefield College the point. Point, Milligan College off of a hard kill. Tip from Grice over the net gives Bluefield College the point.
Van Dyke in for Hurst. Van Dyke back to serve.
Van Dyke back to serve for the Rams. Point for Bluefield College. The attempt from Milligan goes out of bounds. Serve from Van Dyke goes into the net. Point for Milligan College. Big block from Bluefield gives them the point. Grice back to serve for Bluefield. Ace from Grice. Point Bluefield.
Marissa Grice with the ace.
Point Bluefield College off of the kill by Lexi McCarsky. Timeout, Milligan.
Let's hear it from
Point Milligan College off of a serving error from Bluefield. Big kill from Lexi Austin gives Bluefield the point.
Ollie with the kill. McCroskey back to serve.
Point for Bluefield College as Milligan was in the net.
Mara for Smith.
And the serve from Makarski goes out of bounds, giving Milligan the point, game, and set.
Let's hear it for your Rams fans.
So after a hard-fought game by Bluefield and Milligan, Milligan comes away with the win, 3 games to none.